Listen carefully. In a world full of noise, distractions, and opinions, the greatest advantage you can have is focus. Not talent, not luck. Focus. Because when you focus on the mission, the small problems stop looking big. The doubts get quieter. The opinions of people who never tried begin to fade away. The mission becomes your compass. Every early morning, every late night, every sacrifice, they all start to make sense. People will ask you why you work so hard, why you stay silent, why you disappear for a while. But they don't see the vision in your mind. They don't see the future you're building. So stay locked in. Let others chase attention. Let others chase comfort. You chase the mission. Because when the mission is clear, discipline becomes easier. When the mission is strong, excuses disappear. And one day, while everyone else was distracted, they will look up and realize you were never lost. You were just focused on the mission. Listen, when you focus on the mission, you stop chasing things that don't matter. You stop wasting energy trying to prove yourself to people who never believed in you. You stop explaining your dreams to those who only see limitations. Because the truth is this: a focused mind is a powerful weapon. While others are scrolling, you are building. While others are talking, you are executing. While others are doubting, you are moving forward, slowly, quietly, relentlessly. There will be days when progress feels invisible, days when it feels like nothing is changing. But understand this: great missions are never built overnight. They are built in silence. They are built through discipline. They are built through the moments when nobody is watching. So if the road feels lonely, good. Lonely roads often lead to extraordinary destinations. Stay focused. Protect your energy. Protect your time. Protect your vision. Because the world belongs to those who refuse to get distracted. And remember this: the mission doesn't need noise. The mission doesn't need approval. The mission only needs your commitment. Listen closely. When you focus on the mission, something inside you begins to change. You stop chasing temporary pleasure. You stop needing validation. You stop looking around to see who is watching, because the mission becomes bigger than your feelings. There will be mornings when you wake up tired, nights when your mind is full of doubt, moments when quitting feels easier than continuing. But champions are not built in comfort. They are built in those exact moments. The moments when your body says stop, but your purpose says keep going. And understand this: most people fail not because they lack talent. They fail because they lose focus. They start strong. They feel motivated. They dream big. But the distractions come. Comfort comes. Fear comes. Excuses come. And slowly, the mission fades away. But not you. You remind yourself why you started. You remember the vision that kept you awake at night, the life you promised yourself you would build. So you keep moving, step by step, day by day, brick by brick. You don't rush the process, you respect it, because deep down you know greatness is not a moment. Greatness is a habit, and every single day you stay focused. You become stronger, you become sharper, you become closer to the life you once only imagined. So stay locked in. No distractions, no excuses, no retreat, just the mission. Because one day, the same people who doubted you, the same people who laughed, the same people who said it was impossible, will look at your life and say, how did he do it? And the answer will be simple. You didn't chase attention. You didn't chase comfort. You stayed focused on the mission. Listen, there will come a time in your journey when everything around you will try to pull you away from your mission. Comfort will whisper to you. Distractions will invite you. Fear will try to convince you that the dream is too big. And in that moment, you will have a choice. You can follow the crowd or you can follow the mission. Most people choose comfort. They choose the easy road. They choose the safe path. They choose the life that requires no sacrifice. But the truth is, great missions demand uncommon discipline. They require you to wake up when others are sleeping. They require you to keep going when motivation disappears. They require you to believe in the vision even when results are invisible. Because the mission is not tested when things are easy. The mission is tested when things get hard, when progress is slow, when nobody claps, when nobody understands what you're building. That is where the real ones are separated from the dreamers. Dreamers talk, but builders focus. Builders sacrifice. Builders stay committed long after the excitement fades away. So when the world gets loud, get quieter. When distractions multiply, focus deeper. When doubt appears, work harder. Because every hour you stay committed to the mission, you are becoming the person capable of achieving it. Remember this. The mission is not just building your future. The mission is building you. It is shaping your discipline. It is sharpening your mind. It is forging a version of you that refuses to quit. So keep your head down. Stay patient. Stay relentless. Stay focused. Because one day, the struggle you feel today will become the story that inspires others. And they will say, overnight success. But you will know the truth. It was never overnight. It was years of focusing on the mission. Listen, the mission will demand more from you than you expect, more discipline than you planned, more patience than you imagined, more resilience than you thought you had. There will be moments when the road feels endless. You will question the effort. You will question the timing. You will even question yourself. But remember this. Every great journey has a phase where nothing makes sense, where the work feels heavy, where the results are invisible, where the silence around your progress becomes deafening. And that is exactly where most people give up, not because they are weak, but because they lose sight of the mission. They start comparing their chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 10. They start doubting the process. They start listening to voices that never walk the path. But the focused ones, the disciplined ones, they understand something different. They understand that focus is a form of power. The ability to keep moving forward when the world tries to pull you in every direction. The ability to stay committed to a vision that only you can see. And that kind of focus changes everything. Because when your mind is locked on the mission, distractions lose their power. Negativity loses its influence. Fear loses its control. And step by step, day after day, you start building momentum. Small wins turn into progress. Progress turns into confidence. Confidence turns into unstoppable belief. And suddenly, the impossible begins to look possible. So guard your focus. Protect it like it's the most valuable thing you have. Because in many ways, it is. Your focus determines your direction. Your direction determines your future. So stay disciplined, stay hungry, stay relentless. Because while the world is busy chasing comfort, You are chasing the mission. Listen, the mission will not always be exciting. There will be days when the passion fades, days when motivation disappears, days when the dream that once burned inside you feels distant. And this is where the real test begins. Because anyone can stay focused when they feel inspired. But true discipline is staying committed when the inspiration is gone, when the routine feels repetitive, when the progress feels slow, when nobody is watching. That is where the mission separates the serious from the casual. The casual ones chase motivation. They move when they feel good. But the focused ones, they move no matter how they feel. They understand that success is not built on emotion. It is built on consistency. Doing the work when it's exciting, doing the work when it's boring, doing the work when doubt creeps into your mind, because every time you show up despite the struggle, you send a message to yourself. A message that says, I am stronger than my excuses. And that message builds something powerful inside you. Confidence. Not the loud kind that seeks attention, but the quiet confidence that comes from knowing you are becoming unstoppable. So when the journey feels long, good. Long journeys build strong minds. When the path feels lonely, good. Lonely paths build independent thinkers. When the work feels heavy, good. Heavy work builds powerful character. Remember, the mission is not just about reaching a destination. It is about transforming the person you are today into the person you must become to achieve it. So stay focused, stay patient, stay relentless, because every single day you refuse to quit, you move one step closer to a life most people only dream about. And when the day finally comes, when the results appear, when the vision becomes reality, people will ask you the same question. How did you stay so consistent? And you will simply smile. Because the answer was always the same. You focused on the mission. Listen, at some point, the mission will ask you for something difficult. It will ask you to sacrifice comfort. It will ask you to sacrifice time. Sometimes, it will even ask you to walk alone. Friends may not understand. People around you may question your choices. They may say you're working too hard, dreaming too big, pushing too far, but they don't see what you see. They don't feel the fire that burns inside your mind. Because a mission is not just a goal. A mission is a calling. Something deep inside you that refuses to stay quiet. Something that keeps pulling you forward no matter how many obstacles appear. And when that calling speaks, you have to listen, even when the path is uncertain, even when the results are slow, even when the world doubts you. Because the greatest regret in life is not failure. The greatest regret is abandoning the mission, walking away from the dream that once gave you purpose. So remind yourself every day why you started. Remember the version of yourself who dreamed about a better life, the version of you who promised to break limits, the version of you who refused to settle. That version of you is still there, still waiting for you to finish what you started. So stand up again, refocus your mind, realign your vision, lock back in. No distractions, no excuses, no turning back, just the mission, because the road may be long, but the destination is worth every sacrifice. And one day, when you finally reach the top, you will look back at the struggle, the doubt, the long nights, and the silent battles, and you will realize something powerful. None of it was wasted. Every step, every sacrifice, every moment of discipline